So I was talking about ability to see, and things grew more and more difficult when I started to see after this first successful telepathic contact. I could like sense more people who they are, and now by the end of 2014, maybe like 2.5 years after that, I started to speak out because it grew intensely more difficult not to speak out. Because by not speaking out, I'm participating in that evil, really. I'm participating if I don't speak out. And why would I participate anymore? By keeping my mouth shut. Out of fear that I'm not gonna get job, or my boss is gonna find these uploads and hey, now we can frame you, you're weird. You don't fuck chicks, you don't drink beer, you speak about spiritual stuff, right? You're weird. We'll fire you now. That's how it goes. I'm speaking about white community in Asia. How they came here. Not like me. I came here because I want to be a monk. This is why I came to Thailand. My interest into Asian women is like zero, really. Simply don't see the point. But for them, it's everything. Hey, it's Asia. I mean, in this case, Cambodia. It's all about sex. You can have sex. Wow. Sorry, but I'm like 20 years too late for that. It would be great for me in my early 20s, but not in my late 30s. Things change. So why am I doing this? Really? Why am I doing this? Why do this? Yes, one is to organize people for that pulse. We are powerful. I'm sure that people like me are somewhere. And I have to speak about this thing which was coming to me repeatedly. But it's so hard to speak about it. Well, I'm not really sure about this. It's cold. Let me just adjust my ajaba. Jalaba under my ass, my pillow. And let me try to talk about this issue. Well, these are my memories, which been coming to me, and guys, I'm simply gonna spit it out. And if you have anything to say about this, please say it. I gonna figure it out if you're bullshitting, really. But this was coming to me. You see, that unity, that infinity of souls, which is one. It works this way. We all have same essence, but we are either more feminine, more with the unconditional love, or more masculine, more with intelligence, but with less unconditional love. Still, we have it. And we have a center as well. So, in that perspective, the beings of unconditional love, they insisted that this experiment should go only one way and one way only. That means no help from outside. You get born, but you get out once you figure it out that unconditional love you are. Well, guys like Lucifer, intelligent ones, because he's very intelligent, and his block of souls, they've been arguing against that. They've been arguing it's not gonna work. We created something which is very powerful with the absolute authority to kill, milk, harass, torture souls. And in theory, which of course gonna be the practice, that evil can stretch soul into like very small bodies like cats, mice, dogs, and perpetuate these incarnations into hundreds of billions of incarnations forever. So, that's not gonna work. And this is my impression. Our side, the wall, made something like a compromise. And this compromise is in these cyclic movements of galaxies and cyclic outbursts of energy and destruction of the whole galaxies. Okay, destruction of all stars, star systems, but galaxies and universes in order to prevent that. Because, you see, we really need to see what we are. And the only way to see what we are is to enter complete oblivion. Only then you're gonna see who you are. So unconditional love was right. However, the other side was right as well. What's the point of being like endlessly stretched and manipulated forever? What kind of experiment is that? Leads nowhere. Only to the endless feeding to the metaphysical eye and just endless suffering. Because suffering is not that much result of your doings, but more like comes as a result when you've been hit energy to be taken. And your wrongdoings anyway are done by the programming here and influences from around. Anyway, so this is what's going on now. One of those cyclical movements is happening, and we've been entering past, let's say, 150 years or so. We've been entering higher energy field as a solar system. So imagine sun as a boat, because sun is 99.9999 of the whole energy of the solar system. We are simply specks. Planets are simply specks. And sun with its gravity field is shielding all of us, all of these planets from the outside radiation. So when sun goes through the ocean, and universe is like an ocean, sometimes waves are smaller, sometimes waves are bigger, sometimes waves are that. Okay, so we are now past 150 years. We've been like entering into this area of bigger waves, and now they're getting bigger and bigger. And what happens is, we who are that energy, we are reacting to it. Sun, of course, who's alive, is reacting to it. Earth is reacting to it. We all feel it. So it is impossible not to feel it if you're sold. If you're sold, you definitely gonna feel this energy coming. If you're not, no. Nothing to feel. You're just material body, nothing else. You're football, you're fashion, you're money, you're food. That's all. Not us. We are not. We are the energy which been put in these small containers, and now everything is changing. That's what's going on. And this is the control mechanism, exactly to prevent that. And if you check out our history, whatever you know about the history is nothing but war, hunger, manipulation, genocide. And peaceful parts with it, between those genocides, which are the good periods where people go through normal suffering of trying to survive in the economic system of feudalism, one way or another. What was communism? It was simply feudalism. You had Illuminati and reptiles at the top, they had everything, and then you had party members, those 10% who've been managing businesses for them, and then you had the majority, which was eating shit all the time. What do you have now in the so-called democracy? Again, same structure. Reptiles and Illuminati above, 10% of those who are in one of those two political parties, and then you have majority which is eating shit. Organic portals and sold ones. So if you're sold, you suffer along with the organic portals, but they are the guys who's gonna tell you, don't think. See, that's why you're there. Can you imagine like only souls to exist in the unprivileged class? That that would be very bad for the system, because we could easily connect with each other, but this way we are separated. We are incredibly separated, and well, I'm sure you're not gonna like this what I'm gonna say, but regarding the marriage system is incredibly pedant in this case. If you're sold, you never gonna be paired with another sold person. If you make connection, that connection gonna be broken. You always gonna be paired in the case of marriage with the unsold person, because this way system will be able to control you through that partner, and energy will be taken away through that partner. And if you happen to have children, well, mostly they're gonna be organic portals anyway. And then you're locked because you're attached to them, you work for them, you eat shit for them, you die for them. And you died for nothing, really. So this is another little thing about the innocent thing called love. Be very careful, because if you give your heart to ego, it's gonna be broken by definition. What else? What do you expect? What do you expect? That's why happy love stories exist only on the YouTube romantic comedies, and you can find them on the YouTube. These are nice movies, but only movies. I'm sure that it exists also in a practice somewhere, but statistically so insignificant. It will be very difficult, very dangerous to hope that to happen to you. That much about love. Very tricky business. And I guess this is it. This is what I have to say about the world. The world sucks for the reason it's there to fool you. And please do not expect from world to give a shit about you or to understand you. Not gonna happen. And all those dreams that somehow you will find a way to express yourself in this world, to make a career by expressing your soul and all that stuff, come on. You can only express yourself spiritually if you sell your soul to Lucifer and write a book like A Secret or something like it. This is the only way. But it's not the real way. Because you do not create your own reality. You don't. System been set up there before you. You're going through the system. In that system, reptiles are above you, and they are seeing you as in the video spot from Rammstein Mein Teil. When that demon, 1426, when that demon is eating the angel, which is performing fellatio to him, and he is called that Pferdfleisch, the bird flesh. Okay, and this is what triggered me. This was the last trigger. When I saw that, I said, okay, this is it. Now I'm gonna do the silly uploads no matter what. Even if like 100 people top before I die see them, I'm gonna do it. 1457